What's up, you guys? We are at the Pilot in Avondale, Arizona. We'll get out of the way here because there's a driver looking for a spot. I just signaled to him I'm getting ready to leave, so he's setting up. Alright. So, how'd they end up here? We're good. Alright, so I ended up deadheading here from the house, 340 or so miles. We're going to be picking up a load of JBS beef here in town in Tolleson, right next door to our drop yard. I think, as I mentioned, the pre-plan that I originally had going from Colton to Tolleson fell through. I don't know what happened there. The planner was, I know apparently he was like really mixed up on a lot of stuff. Supposedly he had it planned on the wrong driver. I'm not sure. But, yeah, whatever the case, it got canceled. I don't know. I wasn't sure if it was mistakenly putting the wrong plan on the wrong driver, or if Walmart canceled that load, or what. I don't really normally see Walmart cancel loads that are scheduled for the following day, though. So, yeah, I think it was more likely, like was said, was communicated to me yesterday, that more likely just planned it on the wrong driver. You know, but it turns out I have a better load now anyway. The other load was going to be going to Harrisonville, Missouri. Would have been a good load. Walmart loads are always good to have, especially with the pace you have to run. Is this guy trying to turn into here, or is he trying to make some bullshit turn that he's not supposed to be making? No, he's trying to make a U-turn. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. It's like maybe not try doing a U-turn at an intersection like that. Alright, so we're heading southbound on 99th Avenue right now. We're going to be making a left turn onto Buckeye Road, Buckeye Avenue, whatever, Buckeye Street, I don't know, whatever they call it. It's Buckeye. That's all that matters. Alright, so anyway, yeah, that Harrisonville load, I wouldn't have minded it, but no, it delivers Thursday. That one's going to deliver Thursday morning on the 11th. I don't know how many loaded miles it is, maybe 1,500, or I don't know, 1,600-ish perhaps. But in this particular case, this load I'm picking up is going to College Park, Georgia, which is over on the northeast side of Atlanta, if I remember correctly. It's in the Atlanta area. And yeah, I'm going to end up with good 340 or so deadhead miles. Deadhead miles are always great for my fuel economy too. I think I was averaging at least a good 9 miles a gallon on the way over here from the house, and I didn't even touch the freeway until I was already here in Arizona. That's one of the cool things about that. And it's going to be like 1,800 or so loaded miles, so yeah, I end up with more miles out of it, and on top of it, it also delivers Thursday morning at 5 a.m. So yeah, it worked out in my favor. I get more miles out of it, still deliver the same day, same time of day as well, more than likely. So yeah, I can't complain. Either way, I shouldn't have any trouble getting there on time either. I was told yesterday that this load is already ready for pickup. It's already told it's on a specific trailer number. So we'll just have to get over here to go get checked in and be quick. It should be a fairly quick in and out. Ooh, that's playing with fire there, pickup. Alright. This is something I see a lot of people do. They see they see someone making a left turn in front of them and they think that it's a left arrow, but it's not. It's a left circle. And that's very dangerous because you might make a left turn in front of somebody who actually has the right of way and is not expecting you to not yield. I used to have that problem all the time when I lived in Highland, California. When I was leaving my house, I would make the right turn on the Baseline Avenue from the street I lived off of. And I had a green light and it never failed. The traffic coming from across the intersection for me coming out of the gas stations over there would regularly make a left in front of me, and a lot of times they'd even honk at me like I was failing to yield right away to them. I'm like, dude, you have to yield to me, not the other way around. Maybe you should take a look at what color, what shape the light is. If it's an arrow, it means you have a protected turn and that you have the right of way. But if it's a circle, nope, you don't have the right of way. You have to yield in almost all cases. I know of one spot in Victorville, actually right at the Victorville-Hesperia limit in California, where I live, where you have a protected left turn, but it's a circle. But the reason why it's a circle is because you have to yield to pedestrians who are allowed to cross at the same time as you're making your turn. So, and there are actually signs there saying that you have to yield to pedestrians. Alright, this is 91st Avenue here. Alright, we're already almost to the shipper. Might end up being a fairly short video for you guys. Nowhere near enough time for me to work with to talk about anything. Now we're going to make this first left turn right here. This will be the JBS truck entrance right here. Now, I have done vlogs here before. In fact, I did one here not that long ago. But in case you haven't seen them before, and maybe you're new to this JBS facility, they do have a staging area over here that you can park in overnights. Or if you're waiting for your trailer, or waiting for your load. So there is that nice feature there. They also have an on-site scale that I'll be using. Well, it depends on how heavy the load is. I don't know how much it's going to weigh, but yeah, they generally, if they, what is it, 30, if the build weight is more than 30 or 34,000 or whatever the heck it is, I can't remember the exact amount. It's a mandatory, you have to scale your load before they'll give you your bills, but if it's a lighter load, they won't necessarily make you scale, but you can scale it if you'd like to. Alright, I'll get my load info set up because I never wrote it down. Alright guys, we are done checking in here. So your standard process here is just turn your reefer unit on. They do have to check that it actually works. And then open your trailer doors, or your right side trailer doors, so they can inspect the inside. And that's all it really takes. You don't need any other info here. Then we're just going to go ahead and drop our empty. Which we're going to drop it in this lot over here to the right that you see here where these prime trailers are all at. Anywhere in that area is good. MBW JBS Harvest Construction Site. Alright, now my load assignment does not show what trailer number I'm supposed to be picking up. I know I thought they said a 7-2 number or something like that, but I can't remember for sure. Now, if I knew the trailer number, when I dropped this trailer, I could just beeline straight for the loaded trailer and grab it and then come back over here to, right on the other side of these railroad tracks park up over here, kind of over towards where the water tank is, whatever that tower, a fuel tank or water tank, whatever that thing is, and check in. And then it kind of expedites the process, but they didn't update my load info with the relevant information, and I was not in a position to really write down what trailer number I was told when I was told it was ready. I mean, it could be a 7570 trailer, I don't know. I could have sworn it was a 7000 number trailer, but I don't even know if I'm on the right path with that. Alright, I might go ahead and drop it here. Give you, let's see, yeah, there's room there. Not the widest lane in the world, but not the narrowest either. Let's see how well that is done. Don't think I like it very much, but alright, I don't want to get too close to this prime trailer, so that's my biggest concern. Well, I mean, the trailer will get in there, but I'm more concerned about the tractor. Yeah, see, I'm jammed up on the trailer on this prime trailer now, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do as close as I can, and we're gonna do an S turn here. Now we're going to take whatever we can here. We've got to get the steer tires on that side of the drive tires. I'm going to have to do another pull up because, yeah, I'm too close to this prime and I'm going to run out of time to... I'm certain that I'm not going to make it to... not going to be able to chase the trailer down by the time we'll run out of room to work with here. So we'll just keep turning wherever it's allowing me to do. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight now. Come on, don't jerk, you shithead. Okay, now we'll do the serpentine again. Okay, every time I do this, my drive tires are getting further and further away from the prime trailer. I do have to worry about getting too close to that May trucking trailer, but I do highly recommend you go if you're in this situation and you're not really as knowledgeable about what you're looking for. I can tell I'm fine, but if I had any, I mean, even then, I know I'm probably pretty close to that May trailer, or whatever that thing is over there. But I can tell where I was, certain details that I look for, like the ICC bar location, where the towns are at, in position of the tire treads that are already there from previous trailers being in this spot. Things like that. And also, before I even set up, I could see how much room there is. Now, all those little things I'm looking for that I recommend you be keeping an eye on at all times when you're doing your setups and backings. Alright, so we'll just get disconnected and we'll go check in. Alright, let's get disconnected. I just heard it. Fifth wheel release. I have an electric fifth wheel release for those of you guys who aren't familiar. Go just far enough out and drop my airbags. That's what I normally do. Got zero pressure there now. Let's raise my airbags back up. Okay, again, right now, if I knew my trailer number, I could hook up to it now and just take it over there with me to check in. But since I don't remember the trailer number, I'm going to just bobtail over here to the office to check in instead. Roadies. Alright, so we're going to park here right behind this Roadies truck or somewhere in the vicinity of him. And right over here, To the left of this golf cart and the red Jeep here is where we're going to check in. This guy could have gone a little further down. As long as he's got room to maneuver, we're good. Alright guys, we're gonna get turned around, go grab our trailer. It was indeed 7570. That is assigned to me. This guy's sliding his tandems right now, and then he's gonna be getting on the scale. He was just checking in front of me. As soon as he gets moved, where I can make, where I have enough room to work with to make my my U-turn, we'll be doing that. So I don't know what he's doing. He might be outside his truck. Yeah, I had a feeling he might have been outside his truck trying to make sure his tandems are locked in or something. He could possibly have one of those manually operated slide mechanisms. All of mine are pneumatic, so let's take a look. Nah, yeah, he's sliding them again. Look like he's trying to get them in the right spot. Need a hand? Want me to spot it? You got a certain hole you want me to watch for? You good? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to line up with a certain hole. Like if you know what hole you want to put it into, but you know, it's a guessing game how close you actually are. Some people have different methods they use to try to get it right, but I just make it easy. I have a tandem slide tool that I keep in my side bay. And if I know what hole I want it in, then I can just go 1 or 2 holes forward of it, depending on what the particular trailer setup is, or aft of it, depending on which direction I need the tandems to move. All right, so right here is our trailer. Yeah, that guy wasn't communicating anything back, or saying anything back, so I'm guessing English is not his strongest language. He was speaking English inside, so I don't know. Well, I was under the impression he wasn't sure. Oh, this thing's sitting high. A little on the high side. Alright. Third axle is sitting underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and raise my airbags up. And go drop my, raise the landing gear up so it's sitting firmly on here. Actually, I do have weight now. I got about 20 psi, or 20,000 pounds, 22,000 now on the drive axle, so I know it's on there. It's just, is it enough? I want the landing gear to be up off the ground by an inch or so before I even start to couple in. Alright guys, I'm hooked up, done pre-tripper and all that. In case you haven't seen my my slide tool that I was talking about earlier, I have posted it before, but you know, there are some people who are new to my channel since then and might not have seen it. I'm going to go ahead and show you it, show you how to use it as well, especially since this is probably not going to be a very long video compared to what I usually post. Alright, so alright, let me show you what we got out here. Right here's my slide tool. Must be a trainer and trainee truck right there. It's here, England. Okay, that's nice to see the trainer outside too. That's always a positive. All right, so these tandems are all the way at the very front. I don't like them that far forward. I never like them that far forward unless I have to. I'd rather them be in the California hole, which is that one right there. That is 3 holes aft of where they're already at now. Since I'm going to slide it's going to slide backward instead of forward. I'm going to find the last hole right there. Okay, that's the last hole that the bogie or truck assembly is clear of. So we go 3 holes back from that. 1, 2, 3. So just behind that triangle bracket right there is where I want it. I'm just gonna slide it right in there. Alright, this plunger here, that's all I need to do to slide the tandem, slide the pins in. So now we're just gonna get in, drive the truck forward until I feel it hitting the pin, the slide pin, slide tool, whatever you want to call it. Once it hits, I'm gonna go, I'll show you the rest. Alright, from here, yellow valve in only. Now I might have to drive backwards to get any other pins to release. I didn't check to see if all of them released, but I'll just go ahead and go forward first. Yeah, I can tell it actually was clear. Alright, so here, I'm gonna go ahead and push the red valve in. Give it a second. Pull the red valve back out. Alright, we got their noises out back there. I want to hear two sounds. If I only hear one sound, it's probably the brake's not actually setting, even though you think they do. In which case, if they don't actually set, you're not going to get the tandems to slide. Now, on dirt is usually not the best place to be sliding tandems, but didn't seem to have any problems here. I could definitely feel it hitting up against my tool. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and drive forward again, and then drive backward. What that does, I'm going to pull the yellow valve now and we'll double check. Driving forward, make sure all the pins actually have a chance to go into the hole, whatever the nearest hole is. And then going backward at the end, because I'm sliding the tandems back, will allow the pin to, the truck assembly to unbind itself from the slide tool. So now we're going to go back out there and double check that it's right where we want it. It should, I know for sure it will be. It's just a matter of, will I be able to get the slide tool out? And we'll check that out. Alright. So the tandem's definitely slid. You can definitely tell the front tires further away from this little groove here than it was. And yeah, it's right there in that 40-foot hole where I like it to be. I don't like too much tail swing. That's why I don't like the tandems to be too far forward. Other drivers like it like that, but I don't personally. Not a big deal. Now, see, let's slide it right out, and we're good. All right, guys, we are ready to go scale our load now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull away. Yeah, I have a feeling because England came in here and then took back off. I think they were probably coming in to drop their empty, but yeah, see, there they are right there. They were on the wrong part of the lot to drop their empty. Alright, not a big deal. Can't say they're rookie drivers necessarily. Well, obviously the one driving is definitely a rookie, but the trainer, I'm not going to make assumptions about how much or little experience that guy has. He's at least outside his truck watching his trainee, ideally I think he should be doing. I'll have to call him back once I'm rolling. I'm done vlogging. Alright, stay clear of that stop sign and the light post there. Alright, so scale, we're going to come around over here to the north side of the building. And you'll see the scale there. Now, you might have to be patient because the other guy's over here checking out right now. So there's a possibility the guy who's going to be handling my scaling will also be handling this guy. So, well, we're going to just put the steer tires on there. Oh, he's ready for me. Light just turned green. So he's sitting there watching me now. Yeah, he's got a camera he's using to watch me. So we'll just get on, just steers only. And then he's going to turn the light, yeah, see, light red. Once it stabilizes and he gets it documented, we're going to get the drive tires on. Alright, so this guy's a lot, very quick. Don't normally, yeah, there are a lot of times I have to wait a little bit, but like I said, they could be busy, it could be not paying attention to the camera right away, but they know that they're expecting me here, so in between what they're doing elsewhere with other drivers or other paperwork. They will periodically check the camera if you're, so yeah, if you have to wait, you have to wait. You just understand that they're not forgetting about you because they know you're coming. Alright, now we're going to get the total of truck weight, or total, vehicle weight. Alright, good to go. Now we're going to go back over to where the other driver's at and check back out, make sure our weights are all good. I looked at the bills briefly. It was a 37,700 or so, I think it was, pound load. So shouldn't be a real issue with the weight. Say the load is going to Georgia. There are some states over there east of the Mississippi, like Tennessee particularly, that have a 41-foot kingpin to center of the axle group limit. Not kingpin to the rear axle, it's kingpin to the center of the axle group. Center of the axle group on my trailer, on all these dual trailers, is usually right about 2 feet forward of the rear axle. So 41 feet means that the rear axle would be 43 feet. Now, I'm right at 40 feet now. And all JCT trailers are spec'd at 6-inch intervals on the tandem slide holes. So, but a lot of other companies, it could be could be all 4-inch pattern, or could be all 6-inch pattern, or it could be some combination of the two. When I ran OCR with CR England, they had a combination of both 4 and 6-inch. So you really got to know which pattern you're working with. Because the amount of weight you move per hole is different depending on how far apart the holes are. No matter what, if you move move 1 foot, which is 3 holes on a 4-inch pattern trailer or 2 holes on a 6-inch pattern trailer, plan on it taking off about 750 pounds off one set of axles and putting it onto the other. The other way you can look at this is the difference between the 2 axles is going to change by about 1,500 pounds per foot that you slide. I got another JCT here. I didn't see them here earlier, so they're probably just checking in. I bet you they haven't even dropped their empty yet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and park right here next to this roadies guy. Again, make sure there's room for him to work with, because he is going to leave before me, almost certainly. So I want to make sure there's room for him to maneuver around my tractor and trailer without hitting me. Alright, that should be good enough. And we'll get checked out. Alright guys, we are done signing for bills and all that. Let's go get checked out at the guard shack now. I'll actually have to wait on this mellow guy to we'll go by first. Alright, so the guy here with the purple, I'm shitty with car models. Alright, which way are you going, dude? I don't want to play guessing games of what direction you're going. You're actually going to pull right into there? Okay. What is this guy doing? Couldn't you just do a damn circle around instead of being stupid like that? I could have done what I need to do. You wouldn't have had to change directions or anything. Then, alright, I'm not waiting on your ass. Not supposed to park right there with your truck anyway. It's supposed to be parked where I'm at. But, so, well, whatever. Not my problem. Alright, so yeah, I got 37,000 pound load. My axle weights were all good. I got 11,680 on the steers, 31,000 on the drives, and 30,120 on the tandems. Definitely not going to be any issues with scaling. It's definitely, I know this scale is pretty accurate, and that when it's that far off from 34,000, that's all that needs to be said. We're good. So I've already sent my departure and loaded calls as a result. So I'll just check out with the guard shack and head out. On the way out of here, I will explain to you guys the route options from here to College Park, Georgia, which of course is in the Atlanta area. Need to check the seal and all, or? If you don't mind. Yeah, I don't want you getting in trouble. Have a good one. Alright guys, we are done here. These guys here are usually all friendly to me. I mean, I know there are probably some people who have some other experiences here, but yeah, I've never had any bad experiences with the professionalism and friendliness of the workers here. In fact, the guy there, yeah, the office there, well, it was the first guy when I first checked in. It was a black guy with dreadlocks. I've seen him before. He's a nice guy, and but he was switching out on shift with the other guy right when I was checking in. The other guy would be Hispanic or Native American looking male with longer straight hair. Really cool. I've dealt with him before as well. They're all friendly. In fact, the guards I always say good stuff about too. This guard here was a little more kind of quick to the point, but the lady who was there when I first checked in, who was getting ready to go off duty, she was very friendly, and past experiences with all the guards here have all been good. Talked as well about how I can usually talk sports with some of them. I know there's a younger black guy who works in the guard shack who's a Lakers fan, I think it is. So yeah, and I'm LA. I'm a LA sports team fan, except for football. You guys know I'm an Eagles fan in NFL. I've been an Eagles fan for over 30 years. Used to be a Raiders fan, but I still like to see the Raiders do well, but I just follow the Eagles a lot more closely. We'll put it that way. I'm not a Raiders hater. I have personal reasons, and not so much to do with the team as it is the culture. Even being from Southern California, I couldn't wear Raiders gear around a lot of places because it was considered gang apparel. So that's kind of what led me to look for a different NFL team to support. Alright, so from here, got some different options here. One would be to go up I-17 to Flagstaff. This is 83. I'd go ahead. You can either take 83rd Avenue here. This is the street that the Love's truck stop is off of here in Phoenix, or Tolleson. Or you can just keep going straight ahead here on Buckeye, and you'll run into Loop 202. Then you can either take 202 back up to 10, or take 202 down the south end of town, the area over to Chandler, and then make your decisions from there. Now, outside of the Phoenix area, a few different options. One would be I-17 north up to Flagstaff, and then across I-40 over to West Memphis, Arkansas, and work your way down basically over to I-22. over there in over there in the Memphis area. I'm not going to go into the great detail on how to get to I-22. There are different ways, but I have my personal way I tend to go. Basically, but you end up on I-22 nonetheless, and work your way down to Birmingham, Alabama, and then from there take I-20 across from there to Atlanta. College Park, I gotta take another look. I want to say it's off of I-85 going towards South Carolina, but I forget. I gotta double check. It could be down on the southwest side too. I just didn't look closely. Really not that concerned right now. I just need to get into the Atlanta area. That's all I'm concerned with. Another way, which is the way I tend to go, which would be 10 east over to just on the other side of the tunnel here in downtown Phoenix. Get on 202 east. Take that over to exit, I think it's 13. That would be State Route 87. 87 will take you up into Payson, Arizona. Then you can take State Route 260, 277, 377, and 77 up to Holbrook, Arizona. And get on I-40 there. Alternatively, it's about 40 extra miles, but another way would be to take I-10 across to into Texas. Get on I-20 over there, about 45 miles east, actually 45, 50 miles east of Von Horn, Texas. Get on I-20 there and just take 20 all the way across from there. It's 40 extra miles. Now my Google is suggesting that the I-40 route, it actually will save a little bit of fuel. I'm a little bit skeptical about that, but I don't know. It might save me a little bit, but I can't say for sure. I know for sure that if I want to do a swap, I-40 is the way to go. I'm not really concerned with trying to get a swap here. Got 1,822 miles to cover if I take the Highway 80, the small highways route up to Holbrook. So a little over 600 mile shifts from here on out. Even if I shut down right now, it's a little over 600 miles per shift. Not even 610, that's easy to do. Very easy to do for me. But, and then I'm going to run at least a good couple hundred of those miles now, so I'm only going to be around 1,600 miles out by the time I even get on the I-40. Maybe a 10. What are you guys doing? Why are these guys all going straight? That's a right turn only lane, I thought. There was a right turn arrow right there. That's why I didn't even go into that lane, because you guys saw me start to go into that lane, but I saw the right turn arrow like it was like you were supposed to turn on to was it Van Buren or whatever. I didn't even pay attention what street it was. I think it's Van Buren, and then this should be Roosevelt, I think, up here, and then right on it should be Roosevelt, I believe, because the left is right here, and then I-10 will be right on the other side of it. Alright, so Google suggests that I can save fuel by taking 40 across via the small highways to get there with. Although typically 10 is flatter and more fuel efficient route in general, but I won't be dealing with the steepest parts of Arizona, which is the western half, as well as the terrain in California, because I'm already out of California. Alright, that being said, I'm going to take the I-40 route via the short routes. I better end this video for you guys now so I can answer that call from my wife or call her back and then call my other friend back who was trying to call. Alright, so that's what's going on here, right guys? This one delivers Thursday. It has 2 stops technically, both at Costco and College Park, Georgia. They have 2 different addresses on them though, so I don't really know how that's going to work out there. I'll have to double check with the guard shack when I get there how that works. Alright, that's about it though. Otherwise, we'll probably see you guys in College Park. Alright, you all have a great day. We'll see you then.